Hi, welcome to part 3 of the Axial Capra build series. In this part of this video series, I will be building the shocks for the Capra. Here you can see me unloading all the pieces that will go into building these shocks. These here are the shock bodies. Along with their O-rings and a few other plastic parts. We're going to start by putting these E-clips onto the shock shaft. There we go, we got one on there. There's going to be a plastic ring that goes between the two E-clips. I'm using regular small-sized pliers, needle nose pliers actually, to put these in, and it goes in fairly smoothly. Here's the shock body. I'm going to take the cap off the end of it. We're going to go ahead and put our first O-ring. Here's the second ring. And one more. Then we're going to put the cap back on there. You want to make sure it's nice and tight, snug. Here's the oil that came with the kit. We're going to go ahead and put a little bit of oil where those O-rings are, so that when we insert the shaft, we don't accidentally damage those rubber O-rings. Now there are special tools that you can use to build these shocks, and I don't have those tools. It's not really a very good idea to hold the shaft with pliers like this. However, as long as it's at the very bottom end of the shaft and you're holding it very carefully not to scratch it up, I think it should be okay. I like to fill the oil a little bit at a time as I lower the shaft. I'm going to keep putting oil in there as I lower the shaft all the way to the bottom. This helps minimize the number of bubbles that get built up inside of this shock body. Thus, I don't have to wait as long for the bubbles to escape before capping it off. You always want to make sure there are no bubbles in there before you put this cap on there. Now, once the cap is on there, you're going to slowly push the shaft up, and this is going to draw oil out of the bleeder hole at the very top. You want to do this all the way up almost to the very end, like that. And now we're going to go ahead and put the bleeder screw in. Make sure the oil is at the very edge of that bleeder hole before you put the bleeder screw in, so that there's nothing but oil inside and there's no air trapped inside. Now we're going to go ahead and put the pivot balls in. Once again, this is much easier when you have the correct tools. However, I don't have the correct tool, and I don't plan to be doing this. However, I don't have the correct tool. I do risk breaking these plastic caps or these plastic ends while I insert those pivots. However, I'm doing it very carefully. Here we're putting the spring cap at the very end and tightening it onto the shaft. This will help keep the spring in place as the shaft moves in and out of the shock body. Well, thanks for watching, and I hope you found this video helpful.